Hello, Firestarters! Welcome to another episode of
To not get caught by a fireball 101.
yeah. Today we have a special episode. So, do you remember the time when we said we were working on a special project? Well, to our Firestarters, we have a special news for you all.
But before we start our today's episode, and it's a live nonetheless, uh, today's episode is brought to you by
Shoppee. Firestarters, this episode is brought to you by Shoppee. Shopee offers wholesale and retail products at the most affordable prices with various vouchers that lets you enjoy great deals. It's a handy marketplace app that helps you shop for anything you want and have it delivered right at your doorstep. With Shopee, you can find products from a wide range of categories, from food and essentials to books and even TTRPG stuff. It's where I would shop for D&D handbooks and even my gaming dice. And with 6.6 and 7.7 mid-year sale, you can check out hundreds of products on sale with free shipping or for just 0 pesos minimum spend. So you can shop for yourself and buy your gifts for yourself or your family or loved ones. Download the app and find the best deals and affordable quality products at the palm of your hand. So now, let's get back to our episode. So yeah,
Excuse Me.
yeah,
As
Seth,
what Jana had said, this is we're live. Hi guys to the people who are listening, fire starters.
currently live. That's why we're currently shaking at the moment.
No, we're not nervous what they're talking about, Jana. We're not nervous.
So yeah,
Fine.
yeah, today's episode is all about the passion projects that Dudes and Dice have been working on for months. So we have basically we've just joined forces, like Avengers. But yeah, we have collaborated for special projects, right? Which includes a special fundraiser event this coming July.
So, what we're actually talking about is, we're talking about our, how do you call this? A fan-made organized play, which we call as Tavern League, which will be one of the highlights of our upcoming online event called the HordeCon.
Yeah.
And
I was gonna
anyways, speaking of which, Jana, can you tell us, a little bit snippet of what is first Tavern League and HordeCon?
Basically, Tavern League is a more imagine homebrew but has a system that's it's similar to AL, but at the same time, it's fitted for those who want to be more, let's just say, more playful with their rules and um. If you want, you feel it's like if you're a homebrew, for instance, you want to be more creative. Tavern League is like provides a better a system that lets you as a DM or as a player do more things.
Or crazy
And
things,
yeah,
I should say.
based on the things that we have written for this for
Yes, very much. Um, in relation to Tavern League, we also have, again, as we've said, the upcoming online event that Dudes and Dice Davao had how you call this prepared for our viewers, our fellow players, for our fellow DMs who are looking forward to this kind of homebrew adventure league ish event. It's called the HordeCon, which will be this coming July 23 and 24.
yeah.
And we have a couple of very interesting storylines that will be running for our players.
Just a bit of a background about this. HordeCon is set in the Hordelands, hence the name. So yeah, it's time that maybe for more in-depth information about this event and as well as Tavern League, it's time that we introduce our guests for this episode. The people behind the Tavern League.
Yeah, the people behind the Tavern League and the storyline that we're actually uh, running for this event, which is the Golden Way storyline.
Yep. So yeah, well, may our guests introduce themselves?
Sorry, Jano. Oh,
Yeah. Come again?
oh no, Jano, can you hear me?
Yeah, sorry. It's a bit
Okay.
it's a bit choppy.
Again, guys, we're live. The technical difficulties will be always there. I'm pretty sure our guest, our very renowned guest, will be are currently laughing at the background. And so yeah, as what we're saying, our guest is actually the authors or the writers of the Golden Way adventures, or into the Hordelands. And basically this is our team,
Yeah.
writers team.
Believe it or not, we actually took part in this. No,
Yes.
I just made the maps for them. It's the writing is mostly
Woo!
these guys.
Woo!
They're the brains behind it all.
Yeah, let's start with the people who who wrote our T1 adventure.
Yep.
So I would like to call one of the writers of Into the Hordelands, which is Danwa. Can you
Nag-iisa
introduce
lang.
yourself?
There's only one. Dan is in
One
here.
of the writers.
Hello, one of the writers.
Hey,
Just
Kaya.
me. Hello. um, hi
No,
guys. Ay,
You're a one-man team.
Oh, by the
Yeah.
way, before we start, there are some people chatting in the live stream. Thank you guys thank you Yari for making shoutouts. I'm here for my girl Marbles and Urayashi. I am here. And Urayashi is asking where's the producer? They're looking for the producer.
The
And
producer.
and Halberd's here. Ben Caspilio saying yo. And Uni1 says no regrets is my favorite author. And Corin Wee with all the hearts. So yun. Update ko lang yung live chat. Shout out. Yay! Ayan. Okay na. Shout out. Covered na. So yun. Hi. So you wanted me. What do you want from me? Hello.
I just want you to introduce yourself.
Oh, kilala niyo naman ako. Hello, guys. This is mother, I am happy to say that I am one of the writers for Into the Hordlands, the starter adventure for the Tavern League Golden Way adventure. Um, and I am a game master. I run many games from other systems as well. I'm not sure what the other introductions are, but uh, that and
It's fine.
my alignment is lawful neutral at times, then lawful evil,
Oh.
and
It
then
depends on the mood.
it depends on the mood, but
Depends on the
but
Lawful moody.
yes, usually it's along the neutral and lawful lines, but lawful
Yep.
evil if needed. Oh my god, the donut wars is starting in the chat. We will ignore that for now.
We'll have another topic about that.
Yes, yes.
Let's not bring the donut wars here.
Yes.
Alright.
Please.
So thanks for Emma.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Denmark. How about you, Jan? Who do you want to introduce next?
Who are we going to lynch next? How about the ones? Shout out, I'm on TV now. Alright, the one, how about you guys? Marbles? How about you guys introduce yourselves? I heard that someone here has this very kawaii ara voice, and I'd like to hear that as part of their introduction, please.
This was a bit
Yes.
whack.
Give us the Arara voice, Mark.
Give us an example. I didn't get to hear it last time, so.
Alright, fine.
Huh.
Okay, give me.
Yeah?
Alright.
Marbles. The viewers are looking
I want
forward to
to hear that.
it.
Okay.
Oh, no wonder. Can you
Fine, I'll make it louder.
what do you want? Yeah, make it louder. Put your face on your laptop.
Okay. Arara.
I can't wait to start this live podcast.
Let's go!
Oh wow, that's one way to
R2, please. No
wait,
regrets.
I'm supposed to
R2,
introduce-
please. I guess everyone else has to do
Oh,
their
yeah.
sample
Oh, yeah.
from now on.
everyone has
Well, over the
Yeah.
next on their ano.
I
Oh
wanna
my God.
hear Meg say it.
Yeah. Yeah, you're
Me?
Hey, before the
Yes,
Ara.
yes, say it, say it.
Let's
Wait,
Marbles
guys.
introduce themselves. Yeah.
Introduction muna. Introduction
Yeah.
muna.
Oh, wait,
Let's not
yeah,
get ahead of
let's do
ourselves.
I'm Marbles. Wait, probably the youngest in the writing group.
Yeah.
I worked on No Place Seiko. I did not forget the. And then that's pretty much it. I'm also a game master at Dudes, but I'm not that great.
Don't.
That's a lie, chat. Chat, do you
Marbles
agree
might
to
be
that
the youngest,
sentiment?
but That's not true.
Protest in the chats.
I'm gonna protest against that. Marvel's my first DM.
Yes, me
so-
too.
So yeah.
Marbs had almost killed most of my characters, so I will
That
disagree
did
on
not
that.
happen. That did not
What's
happen.
this called? Oh,
She almost killed me.
No, no. You don't have any evidence.
insert the monkey emoji glancing away thing. I didn't kill all of them. Yeah. How about your moral alignment, like Dan was earlier?
Moral alignment. Okay. Someone in the room that I can't lie, because they know. I think chaotic good. I'd say neutral good, but then
Chaotic neutral. No, he's just chaotic. Period.
Can be chaotic. Can be anything chaotic, man. Chaotic
Mars
cutie.
cannot. Mars is true chaotic.
Yeah.
Oh
Right.
wait, no. But I have a better line. Meg said it.
Okay.
Chaotic cutie. Bye bye.
Hey!
Yes, let's go.
Hey!
Like
Damn.
again, Muri said chaotic gay. I mean,
Very chaotic. Very
chaotic.
chaotic.
Yes. That's kind of our alignment to set.
Very good. Very good.
Chaotic cutie.
Anyways, let's
Like
try
how-
to move on.
All right, now it's Mig's turn.
Let's go.
No.
Well,
What?
It's your turn. Say Arara.
Wait, shouldn't it be nines?
I mean,
Si nice pa, si nice.
Yeah.
Mix, practice your ara mix.
Yeah, we
Arara.
got too excited about the Ara Sam.
Yeah.
Nine
But
settlers. Nines, would you like to introduce yourself? Alright. Nine said, Migs, it's your turn for now. Do your RR first so Nines can prepare hers later. Migs,
Wait.
encourage him.
Yeah.
Aura. Jojo,
Hold on.
Ora.
that works. Yeah.
It's okay, so that's my
Thank you for the ara mix.
The Jojo.
Oh my,
Next
what's
would be.
this?
Aura.
Can you introduce yourself formally this time?
Oh, we're doing formal. Okay. Hi, I'm Miguel. I co-wrote Crude, a T2 module for Dungeons and Dragons, mainly for Tavern League, 5e. That's about it.
And what about your alignment?
I'd like to say I'm
True chaotic.
chaotic good. Hopefully, you guys think that as well.
I agree. No, you're a very good person. And
I can't
chaotic.
ask that.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes, I'm chaotic good.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say I'm lawful good or anything.
Uniwon say Monay say ooh.
Who? What I say? Who?
I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, someone is requesting to chat.
Yeah.
Who?
Ooh.
That sound like monkey. Guys, oh my god.
We're starting really in a very good note, guys. This is great.
Yeah, this is great. This is great.
This is
I'm
great.
shaking from laughing already and haven't even.
Yes.
We're only how many?
Yeah,
minutes?
there's no question. There's no questions yet, and we're oh my god, my stomach is hurting me.
Yeah.
Anyways, next will be the highest tier of our Golden Ways adventures. Their mod had became infamous in Sunsons, and anyways, let's start off. Let's. Oh wait, see. Okay, someone wants to introduce. Sorry, earlier they were kind of ano, what you call this? Not unavailable. Anyways, Nines, one of the actually Nines is one of sorry guys. Nines is actually Marble's partner in writing one of their mods. So Nines, can you introduce yourself? But first, say Ara.
It's mandatory at this point. So guys, prepare.
Yeah,
yourselves.
it's mandatory at this point.
Hindi na lang kami nauna.
Hey, go back.
Wala.
We can save it now. Then one doesn't want to save her RR for last.
Yes. So, anyways, Nines, you can go ahead and introduce yourself.
We're just in the introductions and I already already had tears in my
Oh my
eyes.
god, I'm tearing up. There are 20 questions, guys.
We won't last for long. Yeah, let's get to the formal introductions.
Yes, nice. Can you do your introductions before we lose more of our sanity?
And this is imagine if we're actually in the recording. Yeah. Nice. Introduce yourself and your alignment and maybe your favorite or your experience in DMing or in PNT.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh no. Nice. Banana?
Bananas.
Banana? Rambutan?
Oh yeah, Nines seems to yeah, we're having-
Okay. Anyways, we can just move ahead later on. We'll just ask for Nine's introduction like later on. She's they're having some technical difficulties.
different.
Again, we're live, guys. So
Yeah, it's nothing unusual. I mean, even our recordings have some technical difficulties. Yeah, who's next?
oh god. Next would be let's start with one of our ikemen. Ming, can you introduce yourself?
Do I need an introduction? I was already here in the podcast.
Wow.
Wow.
I mean,
Ay, sorry po.
but we still need the Harara.
Still need the ara
If
ara.
you're gonna introduce yourself, oh yeah.
You're
It's either introduction or arara.
I'll go with the second option. Ara ara.
Eh, oh my god.
Yeah, you had to do both.
But yeah, I'm John Passion, known as Moo, and I'm the DM here in Golden Way. And yeah, just don't offer your brains to me. They'll be gone.
I would attest to that. Speaking of the Tomb of Horrors experience. Anyways, going back
Yeah,
to our
someone in the chat is requesting for no regrets, Ara Ara. No regrets, Ara Ara, please. From Air Air.
air.
Air. We totally don't know who
send
that
an
is.
Ara Ara.
Yes. It's
I'll start with introductions first. Before that,
Seth, get the recording ready.
it's gonna. I'm no regrets. I am partnered with Ming Flea for this mod, and for your Ara Ara, no, but I will go Awa Awa for that.
Is that the triple version of Ara?
Awa.
Oh my god.
Blue Coast Guardian.
Yes, but that will be sufficient, I hope, for the chat.
Nama Jeff says, that's the close at demon. Is that how the closet demon sounds? Yeah.
Anyways, I guess actually forgot that what our involvement in this project, Jano.
You
I
have to
think we
mention
have to
it.
introduce ourselves as well.
I hardly did anything. Just the maps.
Excuse me.
Well, did
the map
guys, Jano did a lot, especially in the final stretch. She was like the half of the proofreaders. Anong maps lang?
Oh, yeah,
That's true.
yeah, I forgot about that. Sorry, guys. Yeah, we did some proofreading.
Wow. Humble.
Okay.
I don't know,
Ano
this
to,
is
Lord?
Oh my god. Anyways,
So yeah,
I don't know, but I love it.
have your name tattooed on my forehead. Who's this guy? Whose name did whose name?
I think I'm very concerned if you put no regrets on your forehead.
It's on. It's on.
That's gone.
It's probably with permanent ink too. Look at that.
Well, at least you've placed your alignment on your forehead.
We really need to move forward, not just laugh and laugh and laugh.
It's fine, this is fine.
Okay. Yes, guys, for our live audience, this is basically what's happening behind the scenes when we record our podcast. So, hi.
Is it? Enjoy the chaos.
Um,
Yeah.
Jano, can you introduce yourself? Do the RR, it's mandatory at this point.
Yeah.
And then, yes, Jano.
I mean,
We're the host.
we're the host. Why do you have to introduce ourselves? Yeah.
I mean, what's our involvement in the Hordelands, Golden Way adventures?
Yeah. I guess. Yeah. The names. Johnny Hadpa, or Jana for short. You're the resident map maker for the HordeCon mods. Ara. I don't know how to say it.
Louder.
Ara.
Hey, that's really
Louder
good.
pa yan, guys.
That's really good.
Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Introduce yourself, Seth.
Yeah, sure. Hello guys, I'm Seth. I'm actually partnered with Migs.
Hey!
Our mod is titled Crude. It's a T2 mod. And then yeah, I'm one of the writers, surprisingly. And
Why are you so
it doesn't, hindi nagmamatch yung profile sa picture ganon. Anyways,
Oh my God.
shut
That,
up.
that's a little different.
What is that?
I don't know.
Yeah, your Ara Set.
I'm thinking of if
Yes,
should I
please.
no I'm thinking if should I do I'll do my normal one. Normal.
You have different kinds of Ara Aras.
There's
My
more?
way of normal.
She has a market. She has a market.
There's a different Ara for a different type of audience. Ganun ba yun?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Guys, yung OnlyFans na joke lang.
Oh my God.
Oh my god.
There's a Patreon just for the Ara Aras.
Yeah. I will set a Patreon for my Arara.
Oh my
Anyways,
Monopolizing.
Imagine making money out of just Ara Aras. That's a feat.
It's a
I mean
business
some people
opportunity.
are
Oh my God, stonks.
yes, I agree with Arabucks.
Okay, that's
Anyways.
a business name right
Bruh.
there.
Alright.
Yeah, let's hear that Ara variety of yours.
Just one. I'm just doing one. Ara. Oh my god.
Oh my God. Uriana, she says they will gladly pay. So that's
See?
a start.
That's my normal one. Hey, no.
Gay.
What's the abnormal one sample?
Yeah, I'm curious. Can you
No,
change
you-
with Ara?
Do we have to
You-
pay?
you-
My paywall, my
You have
paywall.
to my paywall. You need to subscribe to our to our podcast in Spotify and Anchor.
Nice, I like that.
Buy our mod.
Yes.
Buy our mod. Yes.
Comes with free RRs from Seth.
For a free Arara.
Oh my God,
Send me
both
your
advertising
receipts and I will
time.
send you Arara audios.
You get the mod, and it comes along with a CD with a certain audio files.
It's just ara-ara.
Basically,
Oh my god. Magkano yun, says Urayash. This guy's willing to pay talaga.
there are people who are willing to pay, and I want to monopolize them.
Peter asks, do you have a SoundCloud? With just the
Just so rare. I was at the top. Don't worry, guys. I was at the top.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Minutes are going now.
Wow, that's only our introductions.
And that's quite an intro, to be honest.
Yes.
For RR. It's a good
For an RR.
It's a good portion of our live stream.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the part of the live stream that we picked and then we went down. Wait, joke lang. Guys, don't leave. Don't leave. Come back.
Please stay, guys. Yeah, that's it. The introductions are made. Let's get to the actual interview part of this podcast. Since this is mainly about Tavern League, of course, and the mods that we've created for our HordeCon. We have a segment called 20 Questions.
Hey.
There. So,
So,
sorry, I
you were saying that, no?
No, my headphones kinda technical issues. So yeah, we have 20 questions, obviously, hence the name, and we're gonna ask each of you about a question. These are all about. That's it.
No, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, so these aren't like hot seat kind of questions, so you'll be alright. These are mainly just about tabletop RPGs and HordeCon, of course. So yeah. Hindi ako nakapag-review. You don't have to review me. It's fine.
There's no review. Hindi what do you call this? It's not graded.
You don't have to copy. You don't have Alright, bring out your one sheet of paper. Right, mine was wrong. Then
Pwede dalhin yung namin, index card.
May cheat sheet.
Cheat sheet.
Bawal kumain
Where's
yung
calculator?
50 pesos. You need to buy calculator. No calculator, no exam. Sharing. Did you have those? Do you have those kinds of experiences in exams? I'll never be there. So yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah.
we can start. We can finally start, guys, with the questions.
What's the first question?
Well, the first question. This is like a free for all. Who wants to?
Oh my god.
Answer?
Battle Royale.
No regret.
Oh,
No regret.
What?
But yeah, the first question is, what's the TTRPG that you've played for the very first time? Let's start with.
Do I have to roll a dice or something?
No.
Lois has to answer.
Random
Wait, Lois, do we assign numbers?
Assign numbers or they're going to circulation?
This is going.
Oh yeah, okay, so
This
we
is
all
going
roll a
We
d20.
roll
Okay.
already.
Oh, roll for
Oh,
initiative, I guess.
Let me get my dice.
Okay.
Oh shoot.
If we're rolling,
Where's my
let's
dice?
see, roll it.
Actually, we have Avre, guys.
Oh,
Yes.
Right, true.
Wala dito sa ano. We have to roll in bot command as well.
Okay, right, fair point.
Grab the
Wait,
other
battle
one.
man?
Battle toss.
Not battle man?
Hey, I got the highest, so I will not be the one answering the question.
Alright, isn't it? The one who gets the lowest one will start.
I got a
Yes.
13.
I got a 19!
Oh my
Ayan,
goodness.
ayan, let's go.
It's two! Why'd you roll a two?
Oh, it's not a one!
Wala na. Alam
Wait,
mo.
you got one?
Yep, you got one.
Oh, it's not a one! No!
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
Yes.
Marbs.
Barbs
Marbs, I
win.
love you.
so
Marbs,
tell us your
Marbs.
story, Mars.
Let's go, Barbs!
Yeah.
So what's the first game that you played?
It was
RPG.
5E. I think I've told this story on the other interview. But yeah, it was with Denmo in an epic. I had a level 1
Sweats.
with
Sweats.
a
What a great way to, to how do you call this?
start.
I not start. I'm trying to think of a metaphor, but the metaphor that I'm thinking are not safe for. I should not say
What?
anything now.
Not safe for YouTube, ba?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
first and then epic and then level 1. It was stressful.
Oh my god.
My first it was also my first AL game official.
Oh,
So it was a first for many and I was crying because I didn't want a level 1 to die on my table. Please no, spare the child.
I remember rolling low a lot too during that
oh
game.
no.
Yes, your pink dice was cursed. You wanted to
Just
roll
like
the
it.
pink dice.
So many misfortunes. Kaya
I
how was
only
it?
rolled the high. It was about the dress.
Yes, yeah, the pink dress. that was okay. Can I get this pink dress? Yeah, sure. It's from the princess. Yoink. So, yes.
But at least you roll high. That's a dice thing.
First, that's 1 out of 20. Let's go.
Who's next?
Let's
Next
go.
is No Regrets.
Margaret Spencer. What's the first tabletop RPG you've ever played?
It was also D&D 5e, and it was actually under Den Mother as well. But it was in a newbie table that was run in what was it? Is it forgot the name of the cafe that's like near.
Caps Lock.
No, not Caps Lock. That's Caps Lock.
Cafe 52?
Not Cafe 52. It's the one that got smaller.
Coffee
Starbucks?
What was that?
Green coffee?
Not green coffee. It's the one Jacinto extension. Just for
Coffee Factory.
Basta nandoon.
Oh, yeah,
Basta
Coffee
nandoon.
Factory. Yeah, Coffee Factory. Huh?
I don't think it was a coffee factory as well.
Coffee Project.
Let me go through Food Panda for me.
Oh,
Saan? Where is it talaga?
not meant-
It's in the
Shakey's.
name.
Basta
It's the
somewhere
name.
there. Wait,
Somewhere there.
Alley Cat?
Not Alley Cat, sadly.
Convex?
You have mentioned so many companies.
Convex.
Oh, nice.
Sponsor
How
us.
many?
Sponsor us.
Oh my god.
Convex,
Sponsor
where I live near Convex actually, and it was like under the game. And my first character was a bard, and I didn't know until the end of the game that somebody had to tell me you can give them inspiration to increase their dice. And I went, "What's inspiration?"
Oh no.
So somebody had to tell me, "Oh no, you can." And then it was really bad because it was just me and like another fighter that was just up, and I was like, I can do something else aside from spells. Okay, yeah, here's a die. And then I think after that, I just took a lot of time just studying bards, and what not a lot of people might not know is that I am a bard main myself because of that.
Yay.
Yeah, I didn't even remember. I don't even remember. I do remember.
Hello?
Bard. I do remember Bard, and I
I was
remember
with,
um,
I was with, who was it?
I just remember that there was this one instance where I forgot to tell the bard that there is this thing called bardic inspiration.
Yeah, and I had it on my side, and I was like, oh, and then somebody had to scroll, and somebody had to swipe on my phone, like, oh, there's the inspiration. Oh,
Yes. I was like, yes. I was like, yes, I derped. Yes, you
Yes.
can give the D6 to someone.
yeah. So that was my first game, and then my next game was in Barovia.
Oh my god.
So,
Wait, what?
yeah, like one game was like one game was fine, and then like the next game I didn't notice, like, oh, you're going to Barovia. Everybody else's eyes on me was just like, you're going to Barovia, and I was like, what's wrong with Barovia? Okay, I know now.
A lot of things.
Oh my. Okay. Wow.
That's quite a jump. Like that escalated quickly, to be honest.
Yes,
You're
yes. But you learn.
Yeah,
Good game.
Brawl is fun,
Okay.
but kind of something. Yeah. Who's next on our initiative?
Next would be uh, uh let me is
Is it me?
that would be me? Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god. I
I
can't.
think that's on my side.
Oh, it's your
Yeah,
Toko.
Jeffrey's back.
Yeah.
It's Ming's Toko. Okay.
The lizard folk master race. Let's go.
Yes, lizard folks are the best. No one can deny that. If you say otherwise, you're wrong.
That's a weird way to say an ASMR thing.
Oh no. You're pronouncing lizard folk wrong.
What?
Alright, anyways.
Anyway,
The answer is half orc.
That's a very
Oh, there.
sure, okay.
Sub-invariant human.
It's a very human.
I mean, I'm a variant human main, as you can see. Char. So yeah, what's your other?
First TTRPG is again D&D 5e. First friend by my friend Archer. I was playing sorcerer wild magic because it was free in SRD. I didn't know anything else. And I think the worst memory about that was I was burying goblins with mold earth spell.
Oh,
What?
It was yes. I had to make pit traps because we were ambushed and there were a lot of goblins.
Oh.
I had to make do because I was so weak and my hit points were tiny.
Shout out sa mga dumplon dyan.
High in.
Oh.
No.
The Dumpstat Squad.
Dumpstat squad. Anyways, thank you, May. Next would be nice.
Nice at 13
Oh,
/2.
hello?
Final
Hi.
Fantasy month.
Oh, okay. My mic is working. So the first
Yay!
game. Hi guys, it's me Nines. But in the mods, you'll actually see my name is Shiranui because I don't like my real name, so I just go by another name.
Yep.
So, anyways, my first experience with D&D was also 5e, and it was at Cafe 52. I was with my schoolmate Joey and her friend Matt, and my first DM was Kuya Oz, who does not remember me because he was only there for like an hour and a half. Then he had to go back to UM because of enrollment. And then another friend, a friend of No Regrets, Kuya Von, had to take over. But he also doesn't remember me because the next time I got to play 5e, I was already in the server and the pandemic was starting. So nobody has actually seen my face in the server. I mean, unless you stalk me on Facebook, but like, please don't.
And the cosplay pics and the
Yeah.
the dice roll video.
Pass the D20.
Don't worry, Shiranui. I will visit you at some point.
We keep the secret.
My
That
first
sounds
character
so-
was a pink-haired
Already
monk
made plans before.
named Chris. And the funny thing is, I didn't know anything about like that there was actually some lore behind the settings in the mods. Because his backstory was he was originally a sorcerer who lost his powers, and he was from this cult, which I later learned was the cult of Eternal Flame. And it's like, oh, that's not actually good. I should change that. So I just made him a dumb monk, and I never used him ever again.
Bring back the damn
But I
monk.
still like him.
Bring back the pink-haired monk. Let's go.
Bring it back.
Gotta we'll run a game bigla, ano?
Right.
So yeah, that's my first ever experience in 5e. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Next would be that would be Denma.
Okay. Well, everybody started with 5e, which is great. I wish I started out in 5e. Unfortunately, I did not start. I say it unfortunately
Oh no.
No,
Was it unfortunately?
unfortunately, I mean, it's a learning experience naman. I started in Pathfinder First Edition. When I started out, it was like, okay, here, have some math. The way they did it was like, okay, roll this, because I played it in. We played it. This is how old I was when I played it. We played it through Skype. Skype, and then Roll20, because my playmates were in Davao and Singapore, and I was in Manila at that time. So Skype calls all the way to 3 in the morning every Saturday, and I would play a dumb barb. So every time, I remember my Titan Mauler, and they were just like, okay, roll this dice. I click it. Are you gonna rage? Yes. Good job. Now you hit harder. Are you gonna cleave? Yes. Okay, roll that thing again. Click. So yeah, that's how I started. Pathfinder, what do you? So yeah.
Wow.
I wish I started 5e. When I discovered 5e 2 years after, I was like, where have you been? Where have you been? So yeah.
The sound of pain and regret, right?
We're good. I hear a boomer. Shut up, Peter. Shut up. Get out of here.
Getting called call him the proper term, ancient.
Yes, we are the
Let's not go with
ancients.
boomer.
We are the ancients. I'm proud of that.
Yeah, we're not that old. Natamaan. Hide the pain.
Hide the pain, arrow.
Arrow.
Oh my god, don't remind me of my sidekick.
Anyways, last but not the least, we can go to Mix. Mix, what's your first TTRPG game that you first played? The first
Like Marbs, I said it on the interview that I played Call of Cthulhu first without
Yay!
their experience to play.
They're having audio
Mix?
difficulties. Mix, you there? He got taken away by Cthulhu?
No! Like,
Oh,
He got glued. I mean, that's the only explanation for now. Not the other. Shutting
Oh,
off.
I think I cut out.
Oh, welcome back. Cthulhu,
Yes.
Cthulhu gave you back.
Oh yes, Cthulhu came me back. What was the last thing I said before I cut out?
Call of Cthulhu?
Cthulhu.
Cthulhu?
Call of Cthulhu.
When he got taken away.
Cthulhu just is summoning him. Yeah, so
Yeah.
okay, I played Call of Cthulhu with no prior experience. I played it with my sister, girlfriend, and my sister's boyfriend. And I think I remember killing them all. So that was
Nice.
a unique experience
wow.
for Call of Cthulhu.
Double play.
Then I moved on. Thank you. Then I moved on to Monster of the Week. Then eventually 5e with my first game actually. What, a year ago? A year and 2 weeks ago.
Oh.
Happy anniversary!
Anniversary.
Hey, thank you.
Hey.
Nice. Thank you for that. I think we're not gonna do the
Thank you
20
for
questions.
coming.
We're gonna lower. We're going back to 10 questions though, because we realize this is gonna content
A what?
from
These are actually
magiging
20 questions. Yeah. We're gonna take a while with that. But yeah,
The 20 questions became, how about like one question
Up,
per
down.
person? Para ano, I mean, doesn't
Yeah.
have to go through everyone, but it'll go through
Yeah.
the initiative, but one person answers for. Shut up. Para
That's actually what.
It's good.
Yeah, that's actually what I was planning, because I just realized like, move 20 questions. All
I
right.
didn't expect it to take this, for the script to get this, long.
This long. I mean, it's the Ara-Ara's
Right.
fault.
Zara.
Also, also, this is the first time we actually, prepared those questions properly, so it's
Yes.
Sorry, guys. So yeah, what's gonna be our next
Question.
question for Marv?
You pick, Jano. How about that?
Right. Marv, do you have Oh yeah, Marv, since
Yeah,
you're
roll it to 20. Pick another.
should I don't mind rolling.
Just pick one.
I'll just pick one, but Marv, since you're the what's your inspiration behind Tavern League?
Can you question?
Yeah, I'd like to ask, what's your inspiration behind the creation of Tavern League?
Tavern League? Sorry, I'm having a hard time.
Yeah,
What's your inspiration for the Tavern League?
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. Okay. But, okay. So the inspiration is mostly,
This is saying something about please don't fight. Let's see. What is this
the
about?
inspiration was, okay, ironic enough, it was actually Adventure League, but, you know, season 10 kind season 10 made
Ah,
like hell. It reminded me of S. Someone remember? It looks at No Regrets.
Yes.
So, yeah, Adventure League was when I Tavern League. I wanted to be a more version of Adventure basically, where there's no strict rules. It's ironic because I'm a rules lawyer.
Oh, thanks for that, Mars. Yeah, we've there's that season in Adventures League that just made us like, oof. Do we still want to play? So, oof.
Well, adding on
explains-
to what Marbs mentioned regarding that season, it was a different type of leveling system that we kind of felt some familiarity for season 10. And I guess to just add on to what they said, what she said was that Tavern League, aside from kind of like adding a lot more to what AL already has, it's also just a bit of a way for us as players and GMs to kind of like work together and have a little bit of fun with our creativity here and there. You know, like while we do look through the different supplements and resource books, there's like some part in our brain that just goes, we want to try something else as well, you know?
yeah. I think
Yeah,
that's
trying
the
something else without having Wizards of the Coast breathing down your neck. Like, is that legal?
That's true.
Yeah.
So, anyways, thank you for that wonderful answers for that Tavern League inspiration. So,
Check it. Yeah, someone in the chat, by the way, is saying, "Bro, Migs, pwede pa hug?"
Migs, hug the Migs.
Bro,
Virtual hugs.
buy my module, bro.
Buy it first before the hug.
Plus one yung hug, bro.
Yeah, he's gonna sign your copy then.
Bayaran.
Bayaran
You
mo.
you will have Mix hug and you will have my RR since Mix and I are in the same month.
Yeah, you buy crude, you get them for free.
You get an audio file and a hug.
But wait, there's more.
Complete package. Collector's edition.
Mix will deliver the mod to you personally with the hug.
True.
Buy crude, get hug free. Yeah.
Anyways,
Anyway. Yeah.
should we move on?
Yep.
Kasi,
Moving
masakit
on.
na siya kapag Anyways, next question. For no regrets.
What is
Or-
this
Do you-
question?
Do you have any pet peeves in playing TTRPG?
Wait, let me check something.
Why are you checking?
Let me.
Meron siyang ano.
Oh my god.
Let's see. I guess like I get it's not really a pet peeve, but more of like something that I observe that like that kind of goes along when I play TTRPGs is like we each want to give each other like the spotlight for each other, but like there's like times that we all are just very generous to each other, so there's like a moment we don't make a decision, even though
Yeah,
there's
that's
like we have like a minute to decide. Guys, there's like 5 people in this party. We need to decide now. Because there's like times I've experienced that with a game wherein we all want the other people to have their say in, you know? And there's like times that with my characters, it's like, let's just go with this now. Okay, just so we have a path. At least we have a path, you know?
Yeah.
I guess it's like for me, it's often the silence in between here and there, especially when it's like in PvP or like in just text. Because like compared in voice, you can sort of see like the hmms or like the little voice clues. That's like they're thinking, but like in PvP, and then you just like wait patiently. So yeah, I guess that's
Yeah,
like
that's
in a
true.
sense a pet peeve, though I would say like it's more of like good intent than anything.
Yeah. And as a DM too, we find that we talaga na parang nagraran lagi. And at DM, like the dead air is kind of disconcerting.
The silence is deafening. Yeah.
As a DM,
Sure,
I'm just like, guys, here's a rabbit. Follow the rabbit.
Yeah, it's kind of hard for the DM sometimes if there's a dead air. So it it makes you feel concerned.
Yeah, especially the DMs who run in voice chat. Like
Yeah, voice and then
Oh, that
VP.
one.
like guys, I'm just waiting for you to type. Nope, no one's typing for a whole minute. What's happening?
Deep
Yeah.
inside.
But anyways,
The pacing. It's the pacing.
Yes,
Yes.
that's amazing.
I feel you, Nora Grants.
Yeah.
That's so weird calling you that, but anyways.
Here's the thing, it's not just DMs, even like as players, I'm just like, my character probably wouldn't lead, but there's like 2 paths. I'm gonna go to the left, bye.
Yeah.
You're
Anyways. Thank you.
That's for the
Next question.
Yeah. I'd like to ask. Anyone can answer this, to be honest. What has motivated you guys to come up with your homebrew mods?
Oh yeah, that's true. Let's start with baliktad naman, baliktad. Mix, what motivated you in
Yes, I'd
writing
like to
our
hear-
mod?
Okay, so here's the thing. I'm not a very creative person.
Oh,
So-
that's a lie.
Oh,
Yeah.
BS!
I know.
Yes,
But
that's not true, guys.
But everyone in my family has their creative outlets. My sister has her art. My little sister has her dancing and everything like that. This turned out to be my creative outlet. Like before this, I didn't write mods. I didn't even think about being a writer. It's just it's nice. It's nice having your ideas out there and seeing other people enjoy your ideas. It's satisfying.
You think mod writing is like your calling?
It's more of a hobby for me. Cause then who's okay? I write mods on a whim. Like it'll happen like, oh, I'm in the shower, oh, shampoo and all that. Then suddenly, what if there is a mad goose somewhere in Neverwinter? Then it just keeps the ball rolling. It's random ideas that sound good. Then I just see how far I can stretch it.
Yo, that's how I do it too.
Yeah, right? It's fun writing modules. Like, it always starts with this one idea and seeing how far you stretch it. What things can people encounter during that?
That's true. And if you, again, guys, if you buy our mods,
You'll know
you
how.
will definitely see how chaotic and how creative Mix is. It's basically it's his seed that made it, made it very
Ah, come
fun.
on. It's ours. It's ours.
Oh my
Our mod
god,
is
Mix,
perfect.
it's
Our mod is
yours.
great. Our mod. Oh you.
Oh, you.
Oh you.
I was just gonna say, actually, the Set and Migs are the first ones I worked with regarding the maps, and the moment Migs said his idea, I was like, oh, you're talking shit. I swore in the chat
Well,
because it's such an unusual idea, and yet it's also like, how do you say it? It's so unique and so interesting that it kind of motivates me to actually work hard to help them out, because I want others to see how much of a basket case the concept was. So yeah.
thank you. That's actually very flattering. And like I said, I like making ideas that are so preposterous that they actually work. Something
Yeah.
like, oh, it's how can that happen? And then I can give a reason why it could happen. That's fun. It's fun.
Yeah, it was. It was fun writing it, and oof, the sessions that me and Mix had, while writing was just most of them are just laughing because
Yeah, a good
yeah.
portion of it is
Anyways, let's try to move on before we kind of, ano yung maging telenovela na yung na natin. Renma, what's the proper question of that? What motivates you to write this?
Hello. Hi. So, oh my god, wala pala. So the funny thing is, when we started thinking about the ideas, it was actually ang maganda kausap dito. The best person to talk about this actually is Dad, because
Yeah.
he kind of has the same energy as as Migs, where he just kind of has this like, oh my god, this is the idea I want to do. Like, let's do this. This sounds fun, and like I can't explain how like how his brain works, but the way we wanted to go about the motivation for the mod, or like the motivation to write the mod for me was, this is gonna be an introduction to the adventure ambiance, sorry. And the one thing that really that made me think about how this mod is gonna like get people in is a very charismatic. I wouldn't want to spoil too much of the mod, but like there's a charismatic character, and then
Yep.
and I'm always when I always think about scenarios, be it campaigns or what, I always want to give people decisions that affect how they go about advancement. I don't want it to be too linear. Like, while it is linear in the mission styles and stuff, but your choice makes your advancement very important. So my motivation for that is, in a way, also a challenge of perspective. Like, you're told a certain thing. Will you believe that certain thing? Or will you, like, a tendency kasi for adventurers, the moment they're told, okay, there's an ogre there in the cave, let's go kill it. Yeah, sure. Let's go in and kill that orc. Or there's a dragon in there. Let's go murder it. So, almost always there's a no question. Yeah, let's go and kill this thing. Like, let's do that. But my motivation is to challenge people in terms of their perspectives when they try out the mod. So that was my motivator. Also, there are times talaga na mahirapan ka. Like, you will really struggle with writing a mod. The only thing that motivated me is like, funny enough, tapos na sila set. They're already done with their mods. I need to finish my mod. So that's also an external factor. Like, oh god, they've already like there's a push when you're doing it with a group. That's why it's ideal. Because I've done writing modules on my own. Call of Cthulhu. It's really hard to do it alone. When you're with other people, you're really motivated. Oh shit, they already finished it. You gotta finish, or you'll lag behind. So there's certain pressure there to finish. It's a good pressure, but that's my motivation for writing the mod, challenging and stuff. So yeah, thank you.
So yeah, guys, if you want to know more about the charismatic guy that Denma is talking about, you gotta buy the mods.
Buy the mod.
Yeah.
Buy the mods, or try playing it with
Oh yeah,
our
HordeCon.
the HordeCon. So yes, we're just shamelessly plugging our events and projects.
It's actually going to be fun. Like,
I mean, this is yeah, we guarantee you fun, chaotic fun. So next would be Nines and Marks. What's your in writing your mods? What's your motivation?
What inspired you guys? What's your motivation, Nimes?
Yeah, I just thought to write a mod.
You just want.
What?
PR question. PR question.
Yeah. Showbiz.
PR question, right? It's not funny.
Okay, but like in all seriousness, I mean, I also kind of wanted to get back into writing stories because usually when I write, it's usually just myself. Like I write for me. So I thought, after playing like D&D for almost I don't really know if it's 1 year or 2 years because it really depends. Basta, I just thought, why don't I write for somebody else? Maybe they might enjoy what idea I have in store.
Is writing for someone else like more difficult for you, or compared to writing for yourself?
Oh no, technical difficulties. Marbs.
Sorry. Okay, okay. Oh god. So my motivation was actually really simple. I know you some actual good reason or something, but I thought it was just really cool to have an idea out there to share it with people, and I just wanted to share an idea or a thought of mine, which was in module form. Oh wait, I can't give spoilers. Never mind. But yeah, I just wanted to share an idea, and I think Jana was the one who saw the idea the most. Remember? There's something in the game. On the map, I told you to put something. Yeah, that's the part I wanted to share the most. Because I don't think any other mod tried it before. But yeah, that was it. I just wanted to share an idea.
Yeah. I remember that. I won't say anything about that, but yeah. Can't spoil that part.
Yes. I mean, technical wise, we can't spoil that, or else it will be very.
Yeah, or they'll go around it.
But anyways, I think. Oh no, we forgot the most important one.
Regrets.
Regrets.
I turned to my partner with just like a blank stare. So main player. Uh,
I
how
like
do we
how both of you
explain?
have interesting nicknames.
Ours,
So
we
yeah, why?
wanted, because at least I proposed to No Regrets that most of the tier 3 modules, adventures in Dungeons and Dragons have more or less like 80% combat. Uh, so we had the idea of,
We wanted a challenge.
yeah, we wanted to do something a little different by uh, including the other pillars of RPGs, which is exploration and social interaction.
Yep.
So we integrated that and wanted to at least put some a little stereotype on Dungeons and Dragons.
And I guess I'll also add that between me and Mingflay, we both had like our experiences when it comes to encounters and like, you know, the daily combats of adventurers here and there. We've had our experiences onto what we could come across, whether it's within Faerun or maybe in the Hordelands. So with our case, it was not to go too much into details of our mod of where is your god now.
Yeah.
It's more of really makes you think about the title.
Actually, I play tested one of the play testers of the mod. After playing that, like, oh yeah, shit. Wait, what?
Yeah.
Like I literally I didn't share this before, but I said to myself, I was using Zway actually. Said, oh wait, yes, that's true. That I think that's why one of like what do you call this personality of his became like God. What? It's more like he had that kind of mentality now because of being a play tester of that mod, which is really good. I again buy our mods to know what's what's up.
We won't shut
want
up until you buy our mods.
You want a philosophical question? Just look at through this article here and then just drop by DM's Guild.
Yes,
Buy one, get life answers for future. I mean,
Buy one,
yeah. Buy one.
buy one
What's
get
your
dice.
freebie, guys?
Buy
Buy
one.
one. Buy one, get three free, char. So yeah. So I like
So
to ask.
moving on.
Yep. I like to ask guys since yeah you've all been inspired to create these mods. What were your what have been the most difficult and most fun parts in writing these? In writing home.
Great. Last cry. Wait,
Well, let's start with the person who reacted first.
Yeah, I think Dema has some story to tell.
okay. This is like advice for people who are going to be writing modules. Formatting is pain.
Oh,
If it weren't for
That's
like
true.
I will never stop thanking Migs, who is the brainchild of the format in our mods. If we did not have a format, we would have been. I don't think the mod would ever exist. It's really really painful if you don't have a general format to go by when it or like a structure. Structure is everything when it comes to adventures. Like yeah, there's great ideas, but if you can't put it in such a way that people can reference those formats to use in their games, but it's painful. It's one of the most painful processes of being able to make sure that everything is in a proper format. I think that is the bane in most writer experiences, is the formatting. But the like also a bit of like a marketing strategy. Please prepare your product descriptions. Product descriptions are everything because that is what people look at when they're looking at your mods and stuff. I'm thankful, at least thanks to the format. Going back to the format, bless Migs. I was able to pull out the lines from the adventures without having to ask. Because the format helps you provide those descriptions as well. So make sure it's cohesive. Okay, and the most enjoyable part though. I actually enjoyed um, creating the dramatis personae of the NPCs. I like being able to write dramatis personae. By the way, for the mods, is more or less the the that thing where there's the flaws, personality. It was super fun to think about what goes through their mind because you're writing it in kind of like a first person. So I enjoyed getting into the NPC heads. I created. Okay, I'm just gonna drop this little snippet in the start adventure. There is a character named after one of our writers. Marbles. So
I know.
so
I've seen this.
and it was so easy to get into that mindset because you know that person. So it was like, if I were this person, how would I think? So it was really fun to get into that headspace. So those are my 2 cents on the topic.
Wow, thank you. That's philosophical. Anyways.
Format,
Next-
tangin format. Sorry.
Yeah.
yes, the format. I mean, I think all of us can agree, right?
Yeah.
The format is
I
a female dog. But yeah,
I like the
it's
holding
hard.
back from coloring over the format.
I mean, we are live. I don't want to influence younger people. I want to be a good influencer.
Yeah. I mean, for
Anyways,
difficult words.
I guess
do.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I just remembered witnessing your pain, guys, while you were deleting your mods.
Anyways, Jano, what was your, since we're already in this topic, we'll just include you because you're part of the team, regardless. In making a map, what's the most difficult one and the most enjoyable part?
Magkakaalaman na.
The most difficult part.
Sino yung favorite mo? Joke lang.
The most difficult part is actually also the most enjoyable part because I had problems with creating something out of nothing. Like, I actually haven't seen the mods before. Most of the maps I had to base on like just the biggest of ideas.
The
And
biggest of the big.
yeah, big ideas. Like it took me a while before I got the information about the areas that you wanted to create. So that's where I really, how am I supposed to do this terrain? And there's also the part of me that's overthinking things that, like, oh, this desert area has to be consistent with the other maps. So like for example, in the I had to in the T1 maps, I had to make sure that all the terrain, like, they are consistent, because it's kind of I get disturbed if there's inconsistency with the maps.
Sweats at T1. Ako lang yung T1 dito.
I mean, it was fun nonetheless. Like, especially with like the crude one was actually enjoyable. Because the funny thing about it is that the maps have developed along with as Set and Mix develop their story. So like there's is it alright to spoil a map?
Yeah, I mean, we can actually show the map that you made that's actually in the cover photo. It's through the cover art. Shut up.
It's a more general map, and that's actually one of the things that took me a lot of time to make the general map, because I'm not really I actually pretty new at map making. So like it started like around late last year. So yeah, creating a map of the entire Borderlands. The setting of the Borderlands maps are the ones that I have actually took me a time, quite some time to make. Yeah, but it's fun and it's quite a great experience to do something that's not out of my comfort zone.
Uh, so if you guys see in the screen right now, you see that snippet of the map. I wish if you guys want to see the full map, it's actually in the adventure primer. Shut up. So it's there. That's small clips. Like it's amazing how Jana was able to make the maps out of, hey, this is the map. Here you go. Slaps. PNG drawing. Let's go.
I just enjoyed. Yeah, making is fun. I think, and it brings out the creative and playful side that I don't really I don't really use. So yeah,
But then again, those maps are really beautiful, and actually, it wasn't. If it weren't for the maps, the crude mod will be just ideas. We made the map first, then we wrote our mod.
yeah, that's the thing. Like we just randomly making caves for them, and all of a sudden they have this entire idea of what they would like to do. That's the beauty of working with a group.
That's true. That's true. Well, anyways, thank you, Jano, for your insight. Now, how about let's move forward to Nines and Nerves. What are your the most difficult and most enjoyable part in creating or writing your plots? Hello, guys.
Hello? Ah,
There.
who's gonna go first? Marv? Me.
Yeah, you go first.
You can go first.
I guess the easiest, I guess the most enjoyable part for me was coming up with the items with Marv's, because it's like what would fit with what would be in line with the story, and also trying to put in the plot twist, especially when we came up with the names for our NPCs, because I kept consulting Marv, like, oh, how does this sound? How does that sound? Hey, this name is funny. I mean, I just ran it through a name generator, and it gave me name, and she's like, okay, that's a really good name. I'm not gonna say whose name it was though, but I'm proud of that name. Not gonna lie.
Oh, it's a very good name. I love it.
There's Easter eggs happening then. So nice. That's the most enjoyable part of it. Do you have any difficult?
Yeah, what were your struggles?
Struggles, or is it still the same? The formats.
Oh, struggles. Nines, are you there?
Well, I guess based from what I've been able to see, it was tying it all together, because we had this like really big idea, and like how do we narrow it down? Because when you have a lot of stuff you want to put, but then you check the estimated time thingy, and then you say it's a 4-hour mod when it ends up being not hours. So we had to cut some stuff, we had to think that maybe this for another idea someday, or maybe let's just not put this in at all because it doesn't really make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. yeah, I feel it because Mix can attest this. Like we had a lot of ideas, and I mean, we would say a lot. Like that's an understatement. And we finally, made our kind of consolidated in a more anong tawag yun? Like in a more
Linear.
cohesive way.
Yeah, it's cohesive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm proud of our mod because we somehow managed to fit a lot of ideas into it. And we had a lot of ideas starting out. It's just it's nice that we managed to connect those ideas to each other.
Thank you, Mix. Our infamous duo, Ming Flair and No Regrets. What are your difficulties and most enjoyable part in creating or writing?
Being player.
Difficulty first. It's a tier 3, and at the very least, I'm thinking of it like in a game designer's point of view. D&D 5e is centered around combat, and if you're just going for a one-shot, people like spellcasters won't go through their spell slots at all in social encounters. So we had the difficulty there because we had to give some challenge somehow, even through the skills of the characters and the like.
Yeah.
And then there's also thinking of what to put in the adventure.
Yeah.
I think me and Mingfei at some point in our messaging to each other, we were just like, what can we put here? And it was just like a going through the bestiary and just making sure it would all fit. And
Yeah.
and
Like-
I'll just add on to this on my end is like I guess like when it came to writing, it was it kind of like was how I kind of approached work here and there. It's just that okay, if I have an idea, I try to list it down, and I kind of have a good memory. I try to like recollect everything that's I've built up, but let's just say the one thing that I kind of dreaded approaching the completion of this product was the playtesting. Mainly because we did make it a challenge, so even me as a person who wrote it, I was just like, I'm just gonna bear with it.
It's hard. I would say it was a hard mod, but it was enjoyable.
Yes, it was.
I love it so much.
It's not hard enough that you can't complete it, but
It was hard.
It feels worth it, you know.
Yes, it feels worth it. You had to crawl in order to finish it.
let's take that as a compliment.
We'll take that as a compliment. As me
Yes,
player, I was already in that headspace between the playtest of just like I need to think hard to survive, but also as a author, I was just at the back like going, yes,
You did a great job.
good.
Yes, that's true. It was. It's one of the. I mean, it makes sense that their mod is an A3 mod, and it was. I would say that it's a
The
shift kiss
difficulty
when
is
it comes to. Yes,
The difficulty
it
is
was a shift
medium.
kiss. That's true. Anyways, we should really move on, no? Next question. I would like to ask this question for whoever wants to answer it na lang. What is the Horde to you?
Bugo.
Booga booga.
Booga, booga, booga.
I wrote down an answer for that.
Wow.
It's
Oh my gosh, prepared.
Good.
Pakok na naman mo.
Oh
the
my
horde.
Pressure.
The horde is a room of monkeys with typewriters. Like eventually they will
And
make something great. Yes, they will make something great.
Is this like a hive mind of sorts?
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
sort of.
Some ways it can be.
Nice. That was actually a great answer, and yes, I would agree to that.
The horde mind.
Oh yeah, if you
A
have a
horde mind.
if you have a serious character when playing with the horde,
Oh, it's gone.
that,
It's gone.
That's true.
I tried
remember,
and failed.
Yes, I remember one of my characters like, no, I need to be like a very serious one. I am a local neutral city watch, and then
Beanie.
I lost my I lost my leg, and things happened after that, and it became more chaotic after that. And it was again, playing with the horde brings out your inner chaotic self. Anyways, does anyone want to add something on that?
I won't,
yeah.
I won't add a definition, but I will say this one thing in the horde. Sometimes I love it, but there's other times I am greatly fearful of it.
I have an answer. Just a short
Yes.
one. They're my friends. Goodbye.
That's a
Oh my
gift.
god!
Okay na, wala na. Finish na, okay na. Uwi na tayo.
Okay, last two questions na tayo kasi yun na yung answer niyo.
It was so nice. No one can top that. No, wala nagsagot after.
Well, I can.
Wala na.
We're family.
God damn it.
Yes, I'm quoting
We
the meme.
family.
We're family. The horde is a family. Kasi,
But
yeah, I mean, I guess in a way it's true. We're Dudes and Dice is like a one big chaotic family.
we're a clan.
We're a clan.
Apes together strong.
Yep. And if you want to see more about this family, I guess it's sign up
Due
to
to
follow,
our
so we can.
yes.
But I'm just gonna
By
throw
our
in,
server.
I just want to throw in one thing, one fun fact, because I won't top the answers that are given, but I will say that the Uga Buga term was actually coined by Aji. Shout out to Aji. You are the reason why we use the Uga Buga. So
We
it
miss
came
you
from him.
dearly. Come back.
Yeah, we miss you.
Come back, please.
Come back, Aji, come back.
We have cookies, Aji.
Get a Ouija board.
Aji, uwi ka na. Aji, uwi ka na. Di na kami galit.
Call of Ajilu.
The Aji Natics, man.
Anyways. Genetics, man. Anyways, actually, I was not talking about the last two questions, so this will be our last two questions. I need,
Yes.
each one of you. Can you describe our fellow author, No Regrets, in one word?
What?
Let's start with
Good
Will.
question.
The last person to answer is No Regrets. So let's start
Anyway,
with
so my name is no longer No Regrets. Hi, everyone.
The denial.
My real name is Censor.
I'll answer first because
Oh yeah, the co-writer must answer first.
yes, in one word, awesome.
Mars, you next.
Okay. Okay, one word.
Yes.
Supercalifragisticexpialidocious.
Again. Hindi namin narinig mo
You
maayos.
need to complete that. One word.
Oh, I only know up to there.
Short.
Shortcut.
Short.
Sure.
Okay, seriously, okay. Serious answer?
Sure.
Very. Oh wait, no regrets. Answer. It was instinct. I was I'm just going to say. I'm sorry. Anyway. Here's my actual word. Alaudi. I heard
Very good. Okay. Moving on.
Nice one.
Like,
Nice one about you. What's
true.
that? Describe No Regrets in one word.
Nice.
That's very easy. Creative. Because
Oh.
especially with regards to like the because no
Ano, wala ka words. Nice,
Oh,
sorry.
nice.
Yeah, Migs, what about you?
Oh, okay. We're not gonna wait for lines.
Nine seems to be having technical issues again.
E-
Okay.
Go back to Nines. Oh yeah, there is it. Nines?
hello.
Oh, there.
Sorry. My thumb fell off the push to talk button.
Yes.
I didn't notice.
It's Cthulhu.
I was speaking for like a full 30 seconds and
Oh
I
my
said,
God.
oh wait, nobody can hear me.
Wait,
The Cthulhu, the glue glue glue.
Let's just say whoever.
So yeah, anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, creative. She made the portraits of the NPCs that you see in our mods, and
Yes.
I don't really think that anyone else could have done a better job, especially with interpreting like when all we gave to her was either like it's either a paragraph, a couple of words, or like a picture. Like, okay, the NPC looks like this person. Can you turn that into? Can you make sure it doesn't look like this person completely? Because I don't want to get copyright struck. And I'm actually really happy seeing the portraits. So it kind of motivates me a little to also work on my art. Maybe in the future I could also help her with creating NPC portraits.
I just been exposed as being two people in mods.
Oh wait,
Let's
what?
add,
Because I have different alliances.
Oh, it's fine.
No,
That's a twin. That's a twin.
You know what they say. No regrets.
I don't know her.
No regrets.
Can I
Mark
just
didn't
add-
say any person earlier. No, there's no, just no regrets, no regrets.
Able to. Can I just add? No regrets is also behind the fight Chen for last year's concert.
No.
Auto save.
Circles are going smaller.
No, they don't know. No regrets is the evil twin. Apparently.
But anyways, let's go with Mix. What's your what's the one word that you'll describe no regrets?
Gremlin. Quick.
Yes.
Okay, first time I heard of No Regrets on the server, I thought, oh wow, what a lovely voice, and stuff like that, and it just kept getting wilder as I see. So like, oh, she ate after midnight, she's a gremlin.
There's an evolution happening.
Yes, there's an evolution. Things are not what it seems.
Bawal maligaw si no regrets.
I was gonna say
Naligo
that
siya?
you get drenched in the rain or something. Nadami siya bigla. Gremlin
Oh,
talaga.
anyways, how would you describe no regrets in one word?
Who? No.
That one.
Ay, okay, akala ko. Oh, my brain right now. Think of no regrets. As famous. You have a notoriety. Shut up. Because even like I was so shocked that of all the mods that were picked, your mod was picked to be featured in a YouTube video. I'm like, oh my god! And the guy actually read out the name like John Ocasio, No Regrets, and Nudes and Dice Davao. Oh my god! Yeah, no regrets. Here we go. So yeah, very famous.
I'll just share something in addition to that. Is
Yeah.
that me and Ming were originally like planning to change the title, and at some point we just like, you know what, let's go with it.
Yeah, and honestly, you got a lot of comments of somebody said, "Ah, damn it, why didn't I think of that title?" And then like, whoever made this title, tell that kid it's really good. And I was like, see,
I high five Ming. I high five Ming as well.
see, yes.
High
So famous is mamumog.
Fan sign.
Pansign na yan.
Fan sign. No regrets.
Don't forget
Supported.
us, please, when you get very famous.
You should say that word. I'll go with that.
Why? I mean,
No, we go together here. Pull Satya forward.
okay. Okay. Anyways, last question. Yeah. How about you? You pick. We have one of our last for the liars kind of questions. Jano, can you pick one for us?
Yeah, since we've been talking about our mods and the HordeCon and Tavern League, would you be so kind to endorse our mods? Like give explanation as to why the why buy the mods of Tavern League's Golden Way Adventures. Also, why sign up for HordeCon and experience these Golden Way Adventures?
Mm-hmm. Let's start with Migs. Migs, start with you.
Why should we buy HordeCon stuff and the event?
Yeah, why should they try?
Because it's fun. Why wouldn't you? It's community. It's community. You get to, as a newbie starting out, I got to know this server through a con, just like HordeCon. And because of this server, I got to play around 4 times a day each week. And this con will not only introduce you to unique mods, it'll also introduce you to unique people, and you're in the spotlight. If something heroic happens during this con, everyone will remember it. Just like Marble's character dying in that epic, everyone will remember that, so she was saved. That's my answer.
Thank you, Migs. Who wants to give their thoughts? Free for all.
But I do agree with Meg's point about meeting new people. I think that's the beauty of going to cons. Because usually on server, it's just us members like getting to know each other. It's nice to have an event where everyone can try new things and meet new people at the same time. I think that's going to be the beautiful thing about events like HordeCon. It's for the community.
It's true. Anyone wants to have their sense?
It's time to plug your mods.
Yeah. I do have
Yes.
an answer for that. Well, not really answer, but in the perspective of like TTRPG player, if you want to try that obscure homebrew thing that you wanted to try since forever, now is the time, because HordeCon is, if you can think of it, it's probably allowed.
That's true.
Amen.
Uga buga.
I mean,
We have guns.
Ming has a sloth character, so
Yes. Maybe this would help because I have a mystic, and that's allowed.
Yes.
So-
I love.
Yes.
If that's allowed, yes.
A lot
Most
of
Not one game has passed without us trying to kill that mystic. We
And
cannot
he's
let it
still
get
alive.
to T2.
Let's let it ascend.
Gotta stop it.
About Nine's, Mars, the rest, then what? Do you have any like a penny for a thought?
I will choose to be last initiative. Charot. From final boss, final BBAG. I'll be last. Charot.
Okay, sige. I guess for me, guys, first things first, we've worked so hard. We write for money, joke lang. Joke lang.
The reality is
No.
coming out.
No, it's more like I me and my co-authors had fun in creating this stuff, creating this mod, writing it, and we actually want you to experience that fun that we had while creating it. And pretty much HordeCon is you know, your ticket in experiencing that kind of feeling that we felt before. And yeah, I guess that's for me. Anyone else?
Yeah, I think that's already a good
Yeah.
reason for it.
Wait, are nines and
Marbs.
yes, nine and Marbs. Let's go.
It's a great opportunity to explore a new setting because from what I've been able to tell, there aren't really that many mods around featuring like this of Faerun, the Horde lands. Nobody really knows what's in there, so why not leap new places? Maybe step out of your comfort zone and really get to explore what Faerun has to offer you. Because you don't you never know, you might actually find something really cool there, and when you do find it, no one's gonna believe you unless you bring them along.
Yeah.
True.
Nice. True.
Go into the essentials, be an adventurer.
Yeah. Be adventurous, brave, and creative. Shut up.
And can I add something?
Yes.
With regards to what Knight had mentioned, it's aside from it being held, or like the setting of the modules being held in the Horde lands, it's also the fact that it's not really like a direct continuation of things, but you can definitely sense like there after one mod and then you move on to the next, there's a sense of continuity between the mods, that by the time that you do reach the last module, there's like it's not necessarily a full close to an entire book or so, but you do sense like there's more to come, like in a sense of a cliffhanger, if you feel. So what I would say is, aside from it being a new setting, there's also the sense of kind of you are in this one place, and everything that you're doing in this one place kind of pieces together. You just have to see throughout all of it.
So you have to buy the entire set of the Tavern League
Yeah.
Golden Way.
Yeah.
Yes. Buy the entire set.
Yo.
If you buy-
join the entire adventure from tier 1 to tier 3.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
If you will, I will send you Arara audios.
Satisfied dedicated to this the Ara freebie thing.
Yes. Give Ara freebies. Yeah. I will.
I will put a Patreon link.
Get your recordings ready.
Ready mo na. So, I'll just add one more thing to everyone's lovely additions. Like it was everybody said it's a community effort. I'm just gonna compile all the takeaways. It is a community effort, and it's like the first of many adventures that we've written as a community, and I look forward to more adventures that these people, the community, like hopefully when you guys see these mods, maybe it would encourage you to write your own adventures. Like we always want to encourage you to be more, because it's always going to be more than just a game. Shut up. So if you guys buy the mods, we will start at the Horde Lands starter adventure, and we're actually going to offer in each table the first group to reach level, I think after like the first one to reach level 2 will get the experience Where Is Your God Now, which is a tier 3 as a free thing. So that is one of the rewards we're gonna give for people who went through the HordeCon. So feel free to join, even if you guys can't join the tables. At least we actually do have up and coming artists, budding artists, who are starting their craft and trying to experience the ways of the convention commissioning. So we've opened opportunities for the artists as well. So yeah, finger guns.
Wow, thank you guys, and with your very great answers and very philosophical and very where is your God now kind of mentality in answering those questions.
We
I
also
am.
thank you for
We are very thankful.
yeah.
Mhm.
We also thank you for the ara-aras for going along with our chaos.
That's true. That's true. I think the our viewership viewer count picked on the ara part, which
Uh,
which,
I am
Yeah.
I'm happy to share that as of the live viewing, we have had concurrent viewers. Basically, a lot of people have been watching, and we got to 15 viewers all at the same time.
Hey.
Oh, that's a lot.
oh, that's a lot.
Yeah, and
Thank you for the people who
We have
witness our chaos. Our beautiful chaos.
15 confirmed HordeCon participants. Huh?
Ah.
Hey.
I'll sign up.
I'll wait for my paycheck.
I actually have to for my because I'm planning to join as well. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, some of us will be running. I think me, Danma, Marbs, and Ming are actually running for HordeCon. So in case if you want to, get to know us more, sign up. Why not? Diba?
Yeah.
If you wanna see Margaret.
Violent reactions, you can talk to us right away.
Yeah, especially violent reactions. Unfortunately, though, John, I think we really have
Right.
to end this.
Yeah.
Maybe another one, and we'll have this another special.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So yeah, so that's all for today's episode. We thank listeners for sticking with us throughout this live podcast session. And see you all on HordeCon. I hope you guys join us in our adventure to the Hordelands on July 23 and 24.
Yep.
Yeah. Thanks for
And
listening.
And thank you, Firestarters, for dropping by, and to the people who watch us or listen to us the entire time. Sikat na ko. But yeah, I guess that will be it. Thank you, guys. Thank you for Marbs, Ming, No Regrets, Denma, thank you, Mix, thank you, Nines, thank you,
Thank you.
Jana, thank you.
Thanks for having
Thanks,
us.
Matt.
And I guess that's it. Good night,
Yeah.
guys, and eat your dinners.
See you guys.
Yeah.
at HordeCon.
Good night, everyone.
Thanks for
Good night,
having us.
Sign up for HordeCon. It's only a few days away.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, you should.
Don't forget
Witness
to
me.
Should. Or else.
Witness.
Who are you guys bringing for HordeCon?
Vera.
Oh, okay.
There's an end spiel.
I don't know, like
Shoppee.
tune in the next episode. How to shut up.
But yeah, we probably have a next episode this coming. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Somebody.
We'll think about it, guys.
Somebody's been asking for our final. A certain producer.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright. Free Ara for the one that stuck till the end. Mr. Coffee. I don't know if Mr. Coffee is witch. Is it? Mr. Coffee is
No.
witch?
Is
No?
that you, Rich?
Is it?
I think that. Who the hell? Wait.
But yes. Anyways, sa kaya mag-end para i-transition ko na.
Thank you guys for listening. This is.
Oh, not again.
Again, we can pronounce our name, our title.
It's long. Okay, again, take two.
Again, this is a episode of not how to not get caught.
By your own Fireball 101.
Thank you guys for listening. Bye.
3, 2,
Bye-bye.